Welcome to the December issue of Money Moments. For this issue, our main topic will focus around food. Yes, we said we would do something light for the month of December, and the topic's going to be food. Since I'm famous for sharing easy, quick recipes with the group, I've been nominated to be your presenter. For those who know me, I am very comfortable about speaking on fraud, money, budgeting, and financial tips. I'm not promising to stay on topic here, food that is, and I most likely will interject some newsworthy financial tip in this session. When I start speaking at my engagements, they're so packed full with gloom and doom about fraud in your accounts. I usually try to throw my audience a little bit of a curveball. I usually put in a slide and it says how to make a box cake taste like a scratch cake. Well, I have found that one slide is the hit of most of my presentations. So let's start with the how to make a box cake taste like a scratch cake. What you do is you take any box cake, Duncan Hines, Betty Crocker, vanilla, chocolate, banana, and you follow the recipes on the back of that cake mix. You make it just like it says on the back, but then you do a couple other things. You take that cake mix and you add 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of flour, and 1 cup of sour cream. I call it cuppa. The recipe will make a lot of batter. It will overflow a 13 by 9 pan. So just make some cupcakes with the extra batter. It also might take a little longer than the time that's allowed on the box. I'll tell you, this cake tastes just like a homemade scratch cake. You can't tell the difference. Another tip I have for you. I'm Italian. If you can't see me, I am using my hands here. Um, I'm Italian and my mom used to make homemade gnocchis. Gnocchis are little potato dumplings. She would make them from scratch. It would be an all-day process. She would boil the potatoes, peel the potatoes, rice the potatoes, and then she'd make the dough. I found an easy recipe for making gnocchis. I call this my 4422 recipe. Very simple. 4 cups of flour, 4 eggs, 2 cups of boiling water, and 2 cups of Betty Crocker instant mashed potatoes. What you do is you take the water and the instant potatoes, the boiling water and the instant potatoes, you make your mashed potatoes. And then you add the eggs and flour. Simple as that. That makes a dough. You separate that dough into 4 sections, 4 pies I call it, and you cut strips and you roll those like snakes. You cut the strips and you roll them like snakes, and then you cut them into 1-inch mini pieces. I then take the mini piece and I roll it down a fork to make it a little fancy. You place the gnocchi on a cookie sheet and you fast freeze it. And then when they're frozen, you bag them and you stick them in the freezer until you're ready to use them. Now when you cook these, you boil your water and you add the gnocchi, the frozen gnocchi. You stir them once, and once the gnocchi floats to the top, they're done. They cook fast, less than 6 to 8 minutes. Now gnocchis with sauce and meatballs is what we would have at home when I was a kid. But my husband and my sons, who tailgate at Buffalo Bills games, found a new use for them. We cook them and we add them to homemade chili. Chili and a potato dumpling. Nothing better. Yummy. Gee, I'm making myself hungry just thinking about this. We also add them to a recipe we call chicken wing soup. If you don't like red sauce, you can make a white cheese sauce and you can bake them in the oven. Really, really fun meal. Very, very yummy. My next recipe I will share is called a summer pie. It's also called, I call it Pina Colada Pie. If you like coconut and pineapple, this is the dessert of choice. Take 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese softened, add 1/4 of a cup of milk, beat the cream cheese and the milk. Add 1 package of instant vanilla pudding, 1 8-ounce can of crushed pineapple. Don't drain it, undrained, and add 2 cups of Cool Whip. Fold in with some strawberries. I cut up 6 to 8 strawberries and I fold it in, and I pile it into a ready-made graham cracker crust. You refrigerate it 3 hours. Toast coconut if you like coconut, and sprinkle over the top and garnish with some fresh strawberries. You can make this low calorie by using a light Cool Whip and sugar-free pudding. This pie is a favorite. It's pretty, light, and easy to enjoy, and it's not just for the summer. Lastly, my go-to recipe when invited to a friend's house and I want to bring an appetizer. I'm not sure that's going to happen this year. Not a lot of socializing going on here. But just the same, it's also good to have when you're watching a football, preferably the Bills. They won last night, by the way. You take 1 8-ounce cream cheese, 1 8-ounce of sour cream. The cream cheese you soften and you mix it with the sour cream. And you take that mixture and you spread it in a pie plate or a flat dish. You sprinkle a little bit of Lowry seasoning salt over the top. And then you add chopped pepper. It can be green or red pepper, chopped onion, and chopped fresh tomato. The last layer on top will be a fresh layer of white shredded cheddar cheese, and you cover it with saran wrap. Stick it in the microwave for 6 to 8 minutes until your veggies are softened, and you serve it with Dorito chips. This appetizer is perfect, a perfect dip to take to a party, and it's tasty too. Well, that's probably enough food suggestions. How about changing the topic to something financial, more up my alley? 'Tis the season to make fraudulent purchases and scam people. Did you know that? That is if you're a fraudster. So how about some reminders on how not to become one of their victims? Check your financial accounts frequently to spot unrecognizable transactions. You now have home banking and you have mobile banking on your phones. It's easy to check your histories. If you see an email in your mailbox on your computer with an attachment that encourages you to go there, beware. Don't click onto attachments from strangers. Always think about stranger danger. If you receive a call warning you that your card is in danger of being used by a fraudster, never give your card number over the phone to anyone, not even your financial institution. You can call them and say, I've got this problem. They can look up your number. Set alerts on your cards. So let me know when somebody's using my card. I want to know. I want to know if a transaction hit my account. Use card controls. Some cards have a turn off, turn on feature. That's called card controls. Right now, my card is turned off. It's in my purse at my desk, but it's turned off for online purchases. I can turn it back on when I want to go on Amazon and make another purchase. Right now, no one can do anything on my account. It's blocked, it's closed, but I can turn it on very easily. Learn how to use your card controls on your cards. When purchasing online, always look for the HTTPS. That S stands for security. Every time I'm looking for a purchase, I always make sure I look for that S. If you have an easy password, make it harder. You've got to change it. Passwords are so easy for the fraudster to figure out. Make it something that it doesn't make any sense in the real world. You make it a sentence, but only the first initials of a sentence. Like, I was married to Paul 0818. Use the initials. That spelled out means nothing to a fraudster. Well, the list could go on and on, but I'm running short on time. My final tip is to stay healthy and well. Wear your mask, wash your hands frequently, and don't let your guard down. I know you're sick of hearing this, I am too, but we need to do this. I recently went shopping with my cousin, and I made her wear her mask in the car with me. We were riding to Rochester. We both wore our masks. We did just fine. We could still tell our stories and laugh. Uh, but yes, we're family, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Thanks for listening. I'll post my recipes online at this site. The next time you make a box cake, your family's going to love you. Thanks for listening.